bag in my trash can or it's going to drive me crazy the rest of the night. There we go. That's better. Hello. A couple people jumping in here. Loud, Glowforge is on. What is this thing doing? It's like telling me to swipe across. Swipe left to close. Okay. Not sure what it was doing. Alright, I got some whiskey tumblers to do, and I've got I don't really have to do a crackle, but I was just going to show people how to do it. Slacking this weekend. The last couple weekends actually, I haven't felt like doing a whole lot. I'm like, I gotta get these done. Alright, so let me see what I got. Paper towel holder, that's what I put my tumblers on when they're drying, so I'm gonna grab that. I've got a bunch of printers. I have a laser printer. I have a Sawgrass sublimation printer. The one back here in the back is a Roland BN20 and it's an eco-solvent printer. The one on the tool chest is a Glowforge. It's a laser engraver. And I've got an Epson eco-solvent printer over here. Buried right this second. Right this minute. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this one. Start this one first because it's got to dry for a couple seconds. So for the Crackle, I just spray paint it black or whatever color you want as your base. And then I use Folk Art Crackle Medium over top of it. Usually I do the bottom first, and I'll just put a little on here. And just kind of paint it on. You do not need a super thick coat of this Crackle medium. Put my sleeves up here. So, and then I'll usually just kind of do a little bit here. And I'll just do my back and forth. So you just want to get a light coat on here. So it goes pretty far. I just kind of work it around the cup so I don't have like any runs. I don't leave it thick enough where it'll run. So I'm just kind of painting it around the cup. I'll just put one little extra bit here. Once my brush starts kind of like rubbing across it instead of like smoothly flowing across it, then I'll add a little bit more. Okay. And that's that. It just makes it shiny looking. It's a clear medium. And then I just slide my paper towel holder inside and pull my hand out. Oh, thanks. Thank you. And I'm going to set it down here by this fan. Let it sit there and dry for a second. I do want to rinse out my brush if you guys don't mind me just taking 2 seconds to rinse this out because I don't want to, I like to use these brushes. These are my favorite ones. They're from Michaels. Come in a big old pack. So we rinse it out really fast. I'm working on a big order of coasters, so that's why you hear the Glowforge going in the background. I have an order for like 24 of them. It takes quite a while to engrave them. I know, I would love to make people's orders online, but I just, between work and like the orders I already have, I don't have time to put a bunch of stuff on my site. And that's what I need to do, is get stuff loaded on my Etsy and my Shopify. And you can use the same brush for the acrylic paint, so that's what we're going to put on the top of this other one. Just give it a second on this side while we're getting everything ready. So I can use the same brush. It's not going to hurt anything. I probably will use a different one though, because I don't want to... It's still a little damp. So I have another one. I buy these in great big packs. It's kind of stiff, but then when you just run your fingers through it, it'll loosen right up. And then, where is my white paint? I usually keep it close on my shelf over here. Sorry, I got a message that's in my way. And I usually have a little container, but I don't know what I did with it right this second. I wonder if I knocked it off the back of my desk. So it's usually sitting right here. Let me see if I moved it when I moved my other container. Alright, I guess we'll have to make shift. Make do with what we got. That's what we'll do. Sorry, everybody keeps messaging me and it jumps right on my screen. Let's see what I can use in the meantime. I got lots of crap to work on, so I'm trying to get all this messed with here. I guess we'll just dump it in the lid. I don't think I have anything big enough down here. I don't know what I did with it. Lost it. Like my mind. And I don't think it'll fit in a measuring cup, and that's all I got over here, so I guess we'll make it work. We shall make it work. Doesn't take very long to dry. I got water on my hands, so that's not helping. But it's completely dry already. It's not really tacky or anything, so let's start on the bottom. We'll just do a little dab on the bottom. Usually you just want to go try and do it all in one swipe. So we're just going to kind of, as soon as it starts drying, you'll mess it up if you keep going over it, so I don't go over it too much. And I don't have my heat gun up here. I usually bring my heat gun up, and I didn't do it this time, because I really wasn't planning on doing this when I started. But so to do this, you want one big swoop, so you want to make sure you get enough of it on your brush to go straight down, and then I just go boop, boop, just to make sure we don't get a gob built up down at the bottom. Down it and then go like this, boop, boop. And you can watch it start cracking already. The heat gun helps, but it's not necessary, not mandatory. It just helps speed it along. It'll do it on its own if you leave it go. So I just keep going around like that. As it dries, it'll start breaking up like that, so you want it to kind of look like an old beat up broken fence. That's what it starts looking like. Pretty cool once it gets done. Grab my I've been doing cups for 4 years, so I enjoy watching her do her stuff. But I don't only do cups. There's plenty of business for everybody, believe me. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be doing cups. Alright, let me rinse this brush out. Again, I like to keep my brushes, so I try and keep them cleaned up so I can reuse them. So we'll rinse this one off real fast. Off with some clear water. Try and do it warm, but it takes forever for his sink to get warm, so I just rinse it with some cold water this time. Alright, we will set this over and let it go. You made it! Alright, let's switch these out and we'll work on some Woodgrains. I'll show you, these are the coasters I'm working on right now. These are for an order. Those are on the glow forge right now going. They take a long time. They take like an hour. I'll show you. I have it going kind of slow because I want it to like look really nice on the leather. Ooh, this one looks like it might have got messed up. I can't tell. I might have to redo this one down here. There's a line through it randomly. I'll have to look at my design, and it didn't do that on the first time around. It's so weird. Thanks to my moderators, Crystal and Tammy. They're always in here helping me out. Okay, flip this back. Put y'all back up here so we can work on these Woodgrains. I can get you on the stand. The stand's getting kind of funky. I invited somebody I didn't mean to. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not that worried about it. Not that concerned, ladies. You're always going to have the hecklers. Alright, got my brush. Got my sepia. Here's some new here's some new tumblers I'm going to be working on engraving. These engrave gold just like the coasters. So these will be kind of cool. Yeah, I can. You had to go out and come back in. Okay, so you have the option, Crystal. Alright, so what we're working on is the whiskey tumblers that look similar to this. And then here's one with the lighter colored inks. I got 3 done. I've got a crap ton more to do. I'll have to take a look at yours in a little bit, Tammy, when I jump off of here. Alright, we're using sepia on this cup. I may go buy more teak wood if Michael's has it. Sometimes I'll do a teak wood base and then put sepia over top. For now, we'll just do the sepia because that's what I got. Sepia's kind of got a reddish tinge to it, so it looks really pretty, I feel like, on the cups. And this first time around, we're just getting the color, so you don't really have to worry about what your lines look like or anything like that. We're just kind of trying to get a base coat. I usually go around at least 2 times. Cracks me up when people are like, you're a so-and-so wannabe. I'm like, I've been doing cups for 4 years, and I don't even really do the alcoholings like she does, so. Unless they're just talking about wanting to do my orders on live, which 95% of business members do, so. Whatever. What else? I'm not putting her down at all. I think her cups are fabulous. But there's no reason to be hateful. Just like I wouldn't expect you guys to go into her live and be bad-mouthing her and saying, you know, they're copying off of anybody else. It's not appropriate. Messy. This is like the messiest thing I do in this office. Most of my messy stuff I do in the basement. Yeah, she seems like a super nice lady. I've watched her quite a bit when I'm working, because she's on most nights. I think they were alluding to the fact of doing the orders on live, which, like I said, most people do that, so I'm not that worried about it. Alright, so then I start going around a second time. When you start going around the second time, that's kind of what makes your lines look like wood. So you can see when it starts to smear the ink around, it starts making these darker lines. And that kind of gives you that wood grain look. I'll do the bottom 2 or 3 more times because I make a mess when I do these. The bottoms are usually a mess till the very end. somebody said she used to do, that she used to do the blinged out tumblers, like the, what do you call those? The rhinestones and stuff, and she had a big following with that, which, those are big money, but man, that's time consuming. I applaud anybody that has time or patience to do that, because I do not. Crystal, you ought to know about that, right, with the shoes. So more power to her for the rhinestones, because that's one I do not have time to tackle. Ink on that one. It's usually feast or famine, either too much or too little. The thing about these is if you don't like something, you can go back over it and fix it. It's not permanent. When you go back over it, it just like lifts the ink that's underneath. Kind of do whatever you want. Sometimes I've taken some butterscotch caramel colored dyes and gone back over it too if I wanted a lighter area for my decal. Just depends on what style you're looking for. These look pretty good, and most of the decals that I do are black or dark colored anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I sold this guy 6 of these tumblers, and he just ordered 6 more and 24 of the coasters. So I've got a crap ton of the coasters to get done in a couple weeks. So I give myself 3 to 4 weeks on these tumblers just because, I mean, they're pretty popular, so I keep busy, so I don't want to like get too inundated to where I can't get them done on a timeline. And if there's any issues with like epoxy or anything like that, I want to give myself time to correct it, because I am a little bit OCD about stuff. Around, if I see somewhere I don't like, I just go back over it again. Okay. So yeah, then we got to touch up this bottom where we kind of, you know, I always run over onto the bottom, so you got to kind of come back and fix it up a little bit. Darker areas like that. A couple little spots where you can kind of tell where I stopped at the edge, so I'm going to try and buff those out a little bit. It's not too bad. Too bad. And then this is what it looks like when it's done. And then when we put the little decals on, it looks like this. And then we'll put the liquor decals on there, and they look. So this is a light wood grain one, but it looks similar to this when we're done. I got a bunch of them sitting over here, so I gotta put epoxy on those. Let's see how long I got left on these. 27 minutes on these coasters. They take forever. Alright, gotta get a little drink of my Red Bull. I don't worry about my arm. It'll come off with some 91% alcohol, so you don't have to really worry about that. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. I feel so bad when I get hecklers. Like, what did I do to anybody to make them be all poopy with me? All I'm doing is on here making my cups. And I was making orders online a long time ago just because it wasn't on TikTok. Simmer down, people. Have some stuff on the BN20 that I need to do on the Eco Solvent printer, but I don't know if I'll get to that tonight. That may wait till tomorrow. Nose is itchy. Of course, every time I have gloves on. I was thinking about maybe trying to knock out a fish tumbler tomorrow, maybe, just to get one for the season, because I never know when a craft show is going to pop up, and I like to take the fish ones because they're really popular. These are super popular too. I had one that went into an auction at my last show, and then one that was on my on my table for sale. And so the one that was in the auction was the Jack Daniel's one with the lighter color, and then I had one like this on my table that was Jack Daniel's, the darker color. And the guy was like coming to my table trying to buy it. And he's like, well, I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to see if I win the raffle, otherwise I'll be back. Well, his sister-in-law came while he was gone and bought it for him and had me hide it under the table until she could come get it. And I had to tell him that I sold it. Like, But he got his tumbler, so he was excited. These are just like dollar chip brushes from Walmart. Back in the paint section. I think they're 3-inch is what it is. Yeah, 3-inch is what it says on it. When you start going around, as we start going around, see how it's light colored? You'll start seeing more defined lines as we go around. And once we put this on here, it loosens up the ink underneath of it, and then you'll start seeing these dark lines go through. And that's kind of what makes your design as you go around. Tim Holtz Sepia. I'm only using one color right now. Usually I put a coat of teak wood underneath, but I've been out for a little while. I haven't been to the store to get any more. The sepia by itself is pretty. The teak wood just has more of a woodish color to it, whereas the sepia is a little bit reddish. So it's really pretty on the cup, but I do usually like the base coat of the more brown color. Kind of loosen it up with my brush and then start going back and forth. If I want darker lines, I just don't brush through it as much as I go around. So if kind of just want to brush it to loosen it up a little bit and then start brushing back and forth. I'm going to leave that little dark area there, I think. Yep, the color doesn't change. I have some of these that are a couple years old, and I've not. The only time I've had issues with the color changing is if I've tried to put the water slide directly onto the alcohol inks. Now I can like clear spray this and put the water slide right on it, and it looks good at the time, but I had some from a couple years ago that after the sun started beating on it and stuff, like you could tell it was like a little white ring around where the water slide was. So I've started putting some fast set epoxy on these before I do the water slide. Not get a very good swoop at it that time. Yeah, I've not really had much problem other than, like I said, with the water slide. If you try and put it directly onto the wood grain after a while, you'll be able to see the border of it. So I just do the fast set first. And I'll come back and probably do this area because I got like some lines there I don't like. I might just leave it. So that's what it looks like right this minute. So we'll fix up the bottom here. Sometimes if I don't forget to do it until the end, I'll kind of move this around a little bit and then do my lines. Play with it till you get it how you want it. And in the very least, I want to make sure that top to bottom, it doesn't look like I like stopped in the middle of doing it. So that's kind of where we're at right now. There's one little light spot right here I'm going to get. Just doesn't match the rest of it. Come back through and kind of grab that one. Well, at least if it's going to be lighter, I want it to be top to bottom and not just like one little spot. There we go. That's weird. Yep, I used oh, are you asking her, Crystal? Yeah, I usually use a white spray painted base. Also, if you don't do a couple of layers, I feel like sometimes it's so thin that it can discolor it a little bit. I've never had a problem with this sepia, and like I said, I go around at least twice, so I mean, I recommend going around your cup a couple times. I wonder if it's like too thin of a coat or something. I need to do some hats too. I got that brand new hat press and haven't used it yet. It's slacking. Jeff works tonight and tomorrow, so I'm trying to hurry up and get a lot of this done so that next weekend when he's off, I don't have to do all of it. I've got, I think, 10 of these to make. I had the one guy had bought 6 from me, and so he bought 6 more and the coasters. And then I had another guy that had bought 6 from me, wanted 4 more. Or no, he only bought 2. I lied. He only bought 2 before, I think. Just a repeat customer though, so that's a plus. And I've already, remember how that Bourbon Society here in St. Louis kind of screwed me, and the guy was saying he wanted to buy a bunch of them for his group. And so like I bought all these tumblers because he said it could be upwards of like 100 a year. So I bought like 50 of these. Well, I've already gone through all those 50, and I've moved on to another box. Like I just had to order another box, so. We are cooking. Try and get through some of these tonight and see what we can get done tomorrow. I got some on the turner that I need to take off and get packaged up. I've got a Post Malone hoodie I have to do. And I've got some stuff I want to do, but I haven't had time to play with it yet, so we'll see if I can get around to that at some point. I mean, I don't always leave it for a really super long time, but I typically leave it for, you know, at least a couple hours usually. I mean, honestly, that's just how it breaks down for me for by the time I get off alive and get things going with the epoxy and stuff, so. You don't want it to be like tacky feeling at all. You want the ink to be completely dry. Alcohol ink dries really fast though, so. But usually if I do them, I can put them on the same night and not have any issues. But I'm one of those people that like to wait until the end of my day and just put them on and let them go. Unless I'm having to like try and work on decals and stuff the same day. If I do that, I'll do like fast set during the day, and then in the evening I'll try to get the decals on and then put a final coat. Back to that one. No problem. Thank you guys. can just really see my brush strokes through it, so I just go back over it. And I mean, the brush strokes kind of make your design, your wood looking design, but I don't want it like super defined. Like I don't want you to really be able to make out that I painted it on there with a paintbrush, you know.
Sitting there. It was not too bad. Thank you for asking. Sorry, I'm looking back to see if I missed anything. Sorry. Yep, the barrel tumbler, so I add the little things to make it look like a barrel. And then here's one that's finished. This is the lighter color that I do, but this is what it looks like when it's finished. Well, not finished, it needs clean, but yeah. I don't know that I need to do all of them tonight. I might do one more here, because I don't want to put all these on the turner either. So the first time around, again, you're just trying to get the color on there. We're going to come back over top of it and kind of do our design, so you don't have to be like particular the first time around. Hit me up on here if you want to, if you just want to friend me or message me. These are alcohol inks. This is Sepia. Tim Holtz Ranger brand. Sepia is the name. Mods, if you could handle the person, I'm sure you're probably on it already. We don't need any negativity in here. Crystal. Yep, you guys hit me up. I don't have these. I don't think I have these on my Etsy. I might have a generic form of it. But if not, you guys please feel free to message me. These guys put my Etsy in the chat here. so much, Caroline. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. Well, I mean, I am a 70s kid, so I grew up in the 80s, so here you go. Here's my bangs. Oh, thank you. Which one? The blue one or the white one? I charge $40 on the mugs. Hi, Rosanna. Sorry if I don't catch you guys. I try and pay attention to the cup. I should make a Jack Daniels one for me, brother-in-law. That's my name, Jack. I probably could make the Jack Daniel one. Just get with me, guys. Please message me. Feel free to message me. And if you guys want me to make it on a live, you can let me know. And I can try and message you when I get ready to do it. These are bulk per orders that I have already, so these will be going out, but I can always do yours on a live. I love teaching, so anything you're interested in, let me know. I've got lots of machines, so I kind of spread my love with my machines and the things I do, so I don't always have a ton of viewers at the same time. Just because some people may not be interested in cups and some people may not be interested in the glow forge, you know? So I kind of like spread my viewers out a little bit, because some days I'll be doing cups and other days you might jump on and I'll be doing the glow forge, and some nights like tonight I'll be doing all of those. This is a tumbler, a whiskey tumbler, and I actually could, if anybody's interested, I can add just the plain tumbler on my Etsy. The logos are copyrighted, so I don't put that stuff on my Etsy. If people ask me for specific things in private, then I will. But I don't really, I have a couple of things that are like borderline copyright. I have like a Peace, Love, and Posty sweatshirt, but I don't really name anything in there, and I've had it on there for forever. And it's been a big seller, so I hate to take that off there, but other than that, I really don't try and put a bunch of copyright stuff on there. And I'm trying to move some of my stuff to Shopify, so I love my Etsy, but they keep raising prices and raising prices. We've got a couple of lasers, awesome. Right now I'm working on coasters to go with the, these are leatherette coasters I'm working to go on with the tumblers. My husband's a big bourbon drinker, so I do stuff that like appeals to him and his little ring of friends. So I have a couple of sites that'll let me sell these on their site, so, or advertise them on their site, a couple bourbon places, so that's what I've been doing. Kind of word of mouth. I'm a word of mouth kind of girl usually, so thanks everybody for jumping on. Thank you guys for the likes, I appreciate it. Represent his newborn son that he just yeah, you guys please feel free, shoot me any requests you have and I'll try and do the best I can. Sorry, I'm trying to flip back a little bit, just make sure I didn't lose too many people. Alright. I can show you the Crackle tumbler we did earlier too. It's over there drying. So the second time around, you start making the lines in it. You can kind of see this is all one color, but as you start going over top of the ink again, it starts coming up with these lines that kind of make it look more wood grain looking. Right here. Again, the Louis Vuitton one will have to be a personal message. I don't, those are big time. They'll come after you big time. But yes, I do have those, and I have those in my, on my TikTok. I think I have one with it on there. Yeah, and if you guys want to see some more of my work, you can join my group that Crystal put on there on Facebook, and I have most everything that I make, I post in that group. So I may not always have a price. Most of the time I do, but if I don't and you're interested, you can just hit me up. Or if you just want to see what I make in general. I mean, any one night it's different stuff. So that's why I said I lost some of my viewers because I started doing multitasking with all different types of crafting. Oh, there's our glow forge is done. So let's go. I'll show you what that looks like. And I'm sorry, I usually look like a slob because this alcohol ink's messy and it gets everywhere, so I don't wear my good clothes. And epoxy, same way. So there's the Blanton's coasters that we're working on. So I'll just have to clean those up. I think I've got a total of 12 done tonight, so yep, you can request the Louis Vuitton. The Louis Vuittons are expensive. I will say that just because they are a lot of work. So a regular Louis Vuitton, sorry, let me flip you back. A regular Louis Vuitton would be $55, and the one with the zipper is $65. I haven't done the bottom of this one yet, so I'm slowly making my way around here. That's probably my, it takes a ton of epoxy for those. So like I have to epoxy those 3 or 4 times. So if it's something that you want to fit in a cup holder in your car, that's not going to happen. If it's something you want to take to work and leave it sitting on your desk and use it for water or at home or whatever, then it's perfect. But they're fat tumblers, so it's not going to fit in your cup holder in your car. Because it's a 22-ounce tumbler, and it's called a fatty already, so it's already a fat tumbler. Alright, I'm getting there. I got a couple little spots here I want to do, and I think we'll be done with this one. I'm also starting to do some HTV transfers for both cups and also for, not the HTV, stickers for cups, HTV for shirts. So I'm going to start loading those slowly onto my website, trying to get some of it switched over to Shopify to make my life a little easier with fees and stuff. So you guys can kind of follow me as we transition over. Okay. That looks pretty. I'm going to get this little spot here, and I think we're about done with this one. So the HTV transfers are with Eco Solvent ink, so they don't run or anything. I feel like those do a little bit better if it's like writing, like if you have a little bit more negative space on it. I don't like them as much for like a solid design, like I'm putting a big square on my shirt. I don't like them as much for that because it does have a little bit of a plasticky feel. But when you use it for like words and things like that, it's not bad. Kind of feels like a vinyl, almost like a lighter vinyl. Do you happen to work with a white printer? Nope, I have the Eco Solvent printer, so it prints on white vinyl. So the white portion of the decal is actual vinyl. I can show you a couple things I've done on that. Just a moment. So I kind of like to dab it around a little bit, kind of loosen up some of this. The darker colors is when it gets caked on, so I'll kind of try and go over it and then come back through it. If it gets too, like, looks like lines too much, then I'll put another coat through it, like a piece of paper towel or something in there. I don't think that looks bad. It's hard to see in that light with that light shining on it, but here's what it looks like. Alright, I'm getting a stack over here now. Good grief. Here's the new one I bought that I haven't tested yet. I'm going to try this one on the Glowforge. So this part can actually be engraved just like the posters. So when you engrave it, it'll be this gold color. So I'm looking forward to that. I might try some of the liquor ones on here too, like the Blantons and stuff, because those are super popular right now. Here's one of the barrel ones that's done for those that just jumped on. This is the lighter colored one. Thank you guys for the likes. That helps bump me up in the leaderboard here. I'd like to see the Eco Solids. So I've made a couple of the stickers for cups. So I bought these at the dollar store for my grandkids. And I've made a couple of these are just sticker decals. It cuts easier than like a printable vinyl. And after I print it, you can put the transfer tape right over it and it doesn't pull up your design. So I don't have to spray seal it or anything. I can just put my clear coat over it, like my clear. I can stick this over it and then put it onto the cup, scrape it down, and it's good to go. Does not scratch. It's washable, it's waterproof. I mean, hand washable like most cups, but yeah, they turned out really good. This one I actually scratched before it was quite dry. But I've seen people actually take like a scratchy on these and they don't fade. So that's the actual sticker ones. And then I've got some like this I've done for kids, Cocomelon. So something like this it's perfect for. Kids shirts, awesome. Like the lettering and stuff. When you get a little bit bigger, it's not bad, but you can feel it when you get it on there. So the color on this is fantastic though. Color's awesome. Let's see what else I got up here. Here's my Peace, Love, and Postie that I do for my sweatshirt that I do. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. So this one's for the back of my sweatshirt. This works perfectly. Used to do the Easy Subly, which I like the Easy Subly. It's nice. It doesn't really wear off or anything. But I had to hand cut that because my machine would not recognize the registration marks for anything. Trying to get it to 1K to go live in Missouri fishing. Yay! My son and son-in-law would love to watch you fish. Everybody, you like fishing? Give Fishing 211 a like and a follow. Alright, did I miss? I'm sure I've missed a ton of stuff. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I may try and jump on and do, I might try and jump on and do a fish tumbler tomorrow. Yep, I can do the HTV as well. Sorry, I'm kind of scrolling back a little bit just to see what I've missed. Okay, I'm trying to scroll back to see. Alright. Well, if I missed you, please say something again. We're just kind of finishing up, some wood grains. If you happen to make custom transfer prints, something I do make some. I'm getting to the point of getting them loaded onto my website.
If you have custom orders, you can message me separately or on Facebook, either one. I think the gals had my Facebook group listed in here. Let's go ahead and do another one since we have several in here that are probably newer. So what we're working on is the wood grain tumblers. Here's the lighter version. Anybody interested in watching, we'll do one more. I've got 2 over there left after this one. We'll see how it goes. Nope, no minimum. Thank you. You should see my fish ones. I don't have any fish right now. That's why I was just saying in the group earlier that I need to do a fish one tomorrow. I've done a couple styles of fish ones. I do ones that look like fishing lures, and then I also I've done a I'm trying to think what it's called. Oh God, I've drawn a blank now. Good grief. Rainbow trout. Ooh. I did a rainbow trout for my son-in-law and he loved it. And I've sold a ton of those decals on my Etsy. People like the rainbow trouts. Sorry, it's hard for me to watch you guys' comments when I'm doing this. My moderators have been with me a long time, watching me a long time. I started on Facebook. And part of my issue with Facebook is I started not being able to notify people when I was live. Like, everybody kept saying, oh, I always miss you. I never see you. I see it after the fact or whatever. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to flip over to TikTok because I can promote myself on there. Which I couldn't in this group. It wasn't my group, but I started out in that group, and so even though I have my own group, I did most of my lives in there just because they had, I don't know, like 80,000 members or something, and I was getting probably about 5,000 views a night, and then I went down to like 25. So I'm like, something's happening here. So Facebook didn't like me, so we moved on over to the Tickety Talk. And here we are. Shout out to my mods for doing a great job. Thank you guys for handling things. I know, I've been doing most of them in here. Sorry, I'm like trying to scroll and it's being cantankerous. Yeah, it really is, and especially for promoting, because you get people from all over the place. I have people, I've sold items to people in every state. Like, I was doing these ornaments for 2020, and I think I sold like 2,000 of these ornaments, but I actually got every state in the United States, plus like I got Puerto Rico and a couple of other off the wall ones. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So, but that was even before I was doing TikTok, so I'm looking forward to growing my business on here, but it takes time, and I work full-time. And I say full-time, I'm a nursing supervisor, so I work 3 days a week, but I put my 40 hours in 3 days. So it keeps me pretty busy. I'm usually on here Thursday through Sunday. So if you guys want to try and catch me, sorry, I'm like trying to see what people are saying. Alcohol ink, yep. Yeah, I got banned in the very beginning, like one of my first, not my first one, but like a couple in, because I have some tumblers for those that like to smoke other than cigarettes. So I mentioned that and showed it online. I didn't know I couldn't, so now I know. I won't be doing that again. So, we will not do that. Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. Saturday night's the place to be. I think this is the most I've had on here. Must be on the For You page at some point here. Just added a new TikTok doing my coasters, so if you guys like to see the Glowforge work, I added that TikTok earlier before I jumped on here. I need to be a little bit better about recording stuff and about putting it on here. Probably would get me more views if I was like more active with posting stuff. And it's funny, like you'll never really see me in my TikToks, yet I go live and sit here with you guys and do stuff for hours. I'm just like so shy when it comes to the being in the TikToks. It doesn't help when you have rude people, you know. I'm usually got a thick skin, but nobody wants to be made fun of, so. That's true. That's very true. Okay, let me see. Let's see if there's spots I don't like. I don't kind of like this area here, so I'm going to kind of go through this again. You can kind of see brush strokes here, so I don't like that. So we'll kind of go back through that a little bit. I don't mind it being a light color, I just don't want it to have brush strokes in it. It helps when you guys are on here with me because it keeps me on task. I am terrible about staying on task. We might do some other stuff if you guys hang out. Thank you. That's true. Do you ship? Do I ship Dustin and Maxine? I'm not sure what that means. Alright. Well, I went back, but I don't see too much that I missed. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Trying to get out of this. Okay. I don't care. I don't have too many yet. Let's see, manage. Yeah, moderator. There you go. Gotta have people to help keep out the riffraff. I'm pretty laid back, but just don't be rude. So I'll put epoxy on these tonight. I'll probably put fast set just because I've changed to Alumilite Plus. That's supposed to have a little bit more of like the UV protection in it, and it takes a little bit longer to, it takes just a little bit longer to dry. Okay, I'm adding Hayden, I'm adding you on, and then we'll stop with that on mods. We'll see how it goes. If I start getting a lot of viewers, then I might add some more, but I don't want to get too crazy. I don't know what grades are I try. I'm a nurse. I'm a nursing supervisor at a virtual care center, so we do everything by computer. Let's see, I got 2 more. Should I do the other 2, or do you guys want to do something else tonight? Thank you, Melvin. You guys want to do more, or you want to do something else? I want to try the hat press at some point. That's one of the things I want to do. Yeah, you're so funny. Jump right in. Like I said, you cannot mess them up. You can't mess them up. I'm telling you. I can show you some of my other ones that I've done. Let's see. These are the Galaxy tumblers. Galaxy, this one's Galaxy. This is one of my, these are one of my more popular ones as well. Hello. Okay, so you guys want to do the other cups? Oh, this is one I've done. This is like an 80s vibe, man. That was a power wash one. This is the one we did earlier on this live. This is supposed to look like a cracked fence. Most of the time I put sunflowers on these. Thank you guys. All right. Let's see if I can pull up my drawers, because I figured I'd have my normal like 5 people in here, so. Alright, we'll do another one. I've got 2 more. I might as well finish them, right? Let's see how bad this is getting here. Okay. Sometimes I break through my gloves not knowing it, because my hand sits on the inside of the glove. And then I'll have it all over my hand and it doesn't want to come off. Oh, thanks. Welcome, welcome. What's your name, Crafty Boutique? Do I know you from? I did most of my lives in Tumblr's tutorials and more. Yeah, the Galaxy ones are really pretty. I don't think I have some downstairs that I could show you too. I also do some resin art on cutting boards. And then I engrave them for wedding gifts. So if you guys join my Facebook group, I have all that stuff posted in there. I do have some of them on a couple lives, I think, or a couple of TikToks that I've done. If you don't want to join my group, that's fine. If anybody's looking for wedding gifts, those are fantastic. The wooden coasters are nice. These leather ones, though, I'm really starting to like those. And I have some of the leather ones come in a set, which I have like a little holder over there for it. It comes 6 in a set, and they're really cute. They do take a long time to engrave with the settings I got. I might need to tweak them, but I hate to tweak it when the outcome is so pretty, you know? Didn't come out as great. You just gotta keep practicing, really. Sorry, it's like trying to scroll and it doesn't want to scroll. Alright. Sometimes I put teak wood underneath, the color teak wood. I've been out for a couple weeks, so I've just been doing the sepia, and it still looks really pretty like this. Sepia kind of has a reddish hue to it, where the teak wood is more like wooden. Can't really mess it up once you go back over it again. It'll loosen all that ink right back up, so
that's kind of where you get some of your design when you go back over it. So first time around, I don't really do anything crazy. I just kind of trying to get the color on there. Thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate it. Awesome. Everybody's starting to go to bed now. I see it dwindling. Okay. Thanks, Tammy. I'm gonna have to stop and see what you guys are saying after this one. I haven't done one on here. I haven't done a tutorial on here. Not for the Galaxy. I've done a ton of them in the Tumblers tutorial and more group. I can do them. I'm trying to find some things to do new on here, so I can always do one. I take requests. As long as it's something I can sell, I'm not too worried about it, you know. I've done it a ton of times in the other group on Facebook though, because I made a bunch of those cups. Those are really popular. Sorry, I gotta get rid of this Facebook message. I don't have all my, I do most of my cups are by word of mouth, honestly. I can add some if you guys are interested, if you tell me what you're looking for. If you want me to add the Galaxy and just the wood grain and just say that it can be personalized, I can do that. I may have the wood grain on there, I don't remember. Most of my cups I sell by word of mouth. I was doing it through work a lot, and then through my Facebook lives, people would ask me to make stuff in the background. Like, I wasn't supposed to sell in the group, but they were asking me if I could make stuff in messages, so I got a lot of business that way. I have a Facebook group you can go to. It's got most of my stuff in there. I don't even know what time it is here. What time is it? 12:48 here. You guys, I'm a late night person. Like, I work nights, so I typically don't get up and go until somewhere between 8 and 9 usually, sometimes later. I mean, I could be on all times of the night. Just depends. So if you guys are late nighters, you can like me and watch me. And then when I'm at work, sometimes I'll tune in to people in the background and listen to them while they're doing stuff. Where's my phone beeping? Alright, I got it. Maybe I'll look at it after I'm done here. fix this atrocious bottom here. Ah! Put it down the side. We'll fix that one, I guess. Right down the side, messed it up. Look at that. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't love doing bleach shirts. I have done bleach shirts. But the problem with bleach shirts is it takes some investigating to get the right shirts and stuff. I just don't have that kind of time. When I'm off, I'm working on orders. I mean, I'm doing this every time I'm off. Like, I stay busy enough to keep me busy on the weekends when I'm off to do the orders that I need to get done. And I've been doing so many of these that I've been a little bit farther behind on cups. Which I had slowed down on cups for a long time because I was like, getting burnt out, so I had to regroup. And now I'm starting to get ramped back up and kind of give myself a leeway on when I can have them done. Just working 40 hours in 3 days takes it out of you, and especially night shift. I work 14 hours on Monday and 13 hours on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then me and my husband are both night birds, so night workers, so we sleep during the day and don't get up till like 2 or 3, so you won't really ever see me super early in the morning probably. Thank you guys. I appreciate all the likes. And whoever gifted earlier. I saw that heart come across. I've been so engrossed in my ghost hunting shows. So there's some guys on here that do ghost hunting, and I just love watching them. It's just, that kind of stuff kind of fascinates me, so I get sucked into that, and then I don't want to get on live because I'm like, I want to sit here and watch these guys. I'm going to have to try working around that, I guess. They're usually on certain nights, so. So again, the first round, you're just getting the color on the cup. You don't really have to know rhyme or reason here. My husband's working again tomorrow night, so I will for sure be on again tomorrow night. He doesn't usually leave till about 6:20, so, and that's Central Time. So it'll be after that. I usually don't jump on when he's home. Now, possibly if I do a fish tumbler, I might jump on a little bit earlier tomorrow just so I have some sunlight. If not, it'll be like right after he leaves, because I only have about half hour to 45 minutes of sunlight left when he leaves. Tonight I spent my time painting these tumblers white outside, so sometimes I get a little aggressive with this and a little bit too much, and then it runs down the side, so I'll have to come back through and fix that. Didn't on that side, but it did on this side. It's okay because I had some lines through there anyway and would have came through anyway, so that's perfect. So I'll probably try and put these on the turner tonight, and then tomorrow I'll have to come back through and do the vinyl on them and see if we can get started on the decals. line through here. I don't really like this over here. Maybe I didn't come all the way through here yet. Thought I went all the way around, but that doesn't look like I did. Usually I have my little lines going through. Trying to take some time for like family time too, like trying to fit all my stuff in is crazy. I've got 6 kids and all of them are adults now, and I have grandkids now, so trying to make time for everybody, and each one's an individual family now, so it adds up. A lot of these are the Blanton's whiskey, which is just a type of whiskey. Pretty popular. I'm trying to think. I've got a handful, like 4 of them, or he wanted 4 different ones. So one's like Eagle Rare, one's Blanton's, one's Buffalo Trace, and one's, I think Pappy was the other one he wanted. So that's what'll go on some of these. 6 of these are Blanton's though, and they're gonna go with the coasters that I'm working on. I'll have to do some more of those tomorrow as well. I'm gonna do 1 line through here. Sometimes it's like a vicious circle. You get the top looking good and then you mess up the bottom again. I'll let it dry for just a second. Got it running down my cup again. Yeah, I'm back and forth with this one tonight. Bottom's a killer. What are you guys talking about? I'm gonna have to go back. Boo. Showing something in our reflection was in the window. Oh my gosh. Remember the time at the other house when Meatball, my cat, was coming out of the basement and you guys thought it was a ghost? I'm gonna have to go over this a couple times because I've got it all jacked up. That was so funny. The door was opening behind me. I had my basement door was to my back and they thought a ghost was coming, and it was a Meatball coming out of the basement. Oh my gosh, thank you. I missed a spot. That's very possible. Hit this spot right here. See how it kind of looks like lines through there? You can kind of make them out. That's what I'm talking about that I don't really love when it does that. One more time. Let's bring it over a little bit and go through here. Give it a nice little spot there. All right. That's what we're looking at. I see stuff sometimes when I'm turning it to show you guys that I don't like, so that's my OCD, you know. There we go, now it's fixed. Still kind of darkish in that area, but I think it'll be okay. That was the last one, guys. Look at all these cups. We've got all these cups. Here's a couple more over here. Here. 10. That's what I have to do. Yeah, basements are creepy. Ooh, you might have showed. Have you showed those to me before, Crystal? I don't remember. Oh, Tammy, I mean. Tammy, I remember, I think you sent that to me because I think we were talking about it one night. Whew. Sorry, I gotta clean my arm off here. So I've got all this alcohol ink on my arm. I use 91% alcohol and it'll just rub right off. So, well, for the most part. Sometimes I have a, like I said, when my glove breaks and I have like a great big buildup of it like on my wrist or something, sometimes it'll like won't come off until I get in the bath or something, but for the most part it comes off pretty easy. Yep. Yep. Let me see. Here's one of my resin pieces. This is really old and it still needs another coat of epoxy. I haven't played with it since then, but this is one of my beach ones. I've got most of my stuff is downstairs that I mess with. I do tie-dye shirts, hoodies, pretty much anything. Anybody else? All right, y'all. I could take you to the basement. It's a disaster, but if you guys want to see some of my other stuff, I can take you down there. It's creepy. Yeah, I could show you guys around the office here. So the glow for, we'll start here. Let's just start and work our way around. Show you what we got. So laser printer I bought to do water slides on my cups without having to seal them. I've got a Cricut. That bottom one is a sublimation printer. I've got the Roland BN20 is the newest one, and it is a eco-solvent printer. So right now it's got sticker paper on it, but I've got several different types of printable HTV as well as the stickers. This is the Glowforge. This is what we were working in earlier, making the coasters. It is a laser engraver and cutter. That's my heat press. That's my new hat press, which I haven't got to use yet. I really want to do something with that probably tomorrow. And then this is also an eco-solvent printer. Okay. Let's see. Let me take a drink of my drink. We can walk downstairs. I've got all my shit drug out though, because I'm trying to. Here's sublimation shirts. This is my upstairs. I've got all this drug out because I was cleaning my office, and that is hats, winter hats. So I made some of those. Let's see. That's a man's one. And then I made Mama and Minnie hats. And then these are girls. All these are crisscross backs on them. That one wasn't as dark as I liked, but I've since learned some tricks. Harry Potter. I think that's all I did on those. Up there's a Daddy's Girl one I did. So those are kind of cute. This is my upstairs. Going downstairs. I probably shouldn't show you this disaster area. I'm going to flip you around to me. My downstairs is nothing but a wreck. I bought these totes to put all these shirts I bought in. And my husband's like, when are you gonna put the shirts in the totes? Okay. I have some Crocs here at the top of the stairs that I always put on. Because this is kind of my messy area. It's got my epoxy and everything down here. Ugh. Dark, it's dark. Oh, thanks. Okay, now I can... This place is a disaster, so don't judge me. These are my turners. Here's some of the cups that are done, too. Let me turn on my ring light. Actually, my husband must have turned these off because they were on. Lanterns. These are some of the ones that are done. Eagle Rare. This guy wants a picture of his mom on there. So that's those. And then this is a wreck down here. Really, really bad. Between mine and my husband's crap stored down here. Let's see. I've got like 5,000 cutting boards. I had to bring them all down here. They were in my office. Okay. So like these are like to put your keys and change in. Did I sell all my, here's a Lake House cutting board. It was water slide that you were looking at. Here's some of my other older cups that I've done. This was like a dragon skin look to it. Look, so this is an older, I've probably had this for 3 years and I didn't use as much ink back then. So this is starting to fade a little bit. But that's a super old cup. This one's glow in the dark. Yep, the stripes is vinyl. This one's glow in the dark. Beetlejuice. I thought I had more of my cutting boards down here, but I sure don't see them. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but I don't know where it would have went. Beard combs. I have beard combs in here. These I do on the Glowforge. Yep. And then I've made all the, here's the last year's 2021 ornament that had all the COVID stuff on it. I do bracelets. These are like keychains. I have some really cute ones. I've made my own keychain. I did these at Christmas time. I can't remember if I did something different on that to make it darker. The Blanton's one wasn't coming out as dark. I think what I did is I turned the red line that's usually surrounding it into a black line, and it gave it a little bit more color. Okay, I am missing some of my stuff, and I don't know where it went. Let me turn y'all around here for a second, and go back here. I've done like the little night lights and stuff, like the night lights on the Glowforge. Sorry, it's like not showing me the whole screen. It's getting on my nerves. So little night lights and posters. This is sublimation, so this is a different style. Okay, let's turn on every light to go back here. This is the dumbest basement. Like, they put these little pull strings to do everything. Somebody was asking about the Louis Vuitton. These are what the Louis Vuittons look like. This is the one with the zipper on it. This is a super old one. And this was when I messed up because, like, look at the bottom's a little chunky, so I just made her a different one instead. But that's a Louis Vuitton one. And then I was going to show you. This one's like a smoke, like a Stormy Sea one that I did. This is one of the few alcohol ink ones that I usually do. Like where I actually put the alcohol ink on in the epoxy. So that's that. I'll show you guys. It's dark back here. And I've got my Glowforge box. You have to keep your Glowforge box because if you have to email it or you have to mail it back to them for any reason, if you don't have the box, it costs you like $200 and something to get a new box. I do a lot of stuff Yoda related, so it just depends on what you're looking for. Tumblers, coasters, shirts, anything like that. Here's like look at this turkey. My husband put that there. He's so dumb. These are all cups. I need to get everything. I need to come down here and restock everything. I've got boxes of cups that need to go on the shelves. Paints. This is my like dirty area. Like I spray my, I use Gorilla Glue and Loctite to put my glitter on my cups a lot of times. And so I'll spray it over here so it catches it. And then, as you can see, my disaster area that needs cleaned up. And glitters. I've got glitters everywhere. Glitters. Glitters. So they're kind of a little bit, this whole shelf is glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. I just need to be more organized. I'm terrible. I'm not organized at all. I have a friend that like is fantastic at organizing. I am not. Yep, I can do any of that. You just have to, as you start looking and seeing some of the stuff that I do, you can let me know what you're interested in. I've done Yoda stuff for my grandkids, so if you join my Facebook group, I have all that stuff listed in there. You can see Hayden's up there banging on the floor again. My son has anger problems with his games. So every once in a while you'll hear him bang, bang, bang. It's like, oh my gosh. Here's this one's kind of cool looking. It says be kind. Kind of neat looking. It's hard to see with the light shining on it because you don't really get the full effect of the colors, but super cute. Ooh. And I don't know where half of my stuff is right now, so that's all I got to show you right this second, I guess. Anywho, and I've got tons of little bitty baby cutting boards, so I'm thinking about doing some little engraving on those and maybe putting some bows on them or something. I've got some old ass epoxy sitting there that's been there forever. Gloves I like hoarded whenever it was getting bad. Oh, there's the mama. The mama tumbler. Motherhood's a walk in the park. It's that one. So that one's kind of cute. This is a chameleon glitter. It like changes colors in the lights. It's like blue and green. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to jump off for the night. I really appreciate y'all jumping on. Thank you guys for the likes. I will be on again tomorrow night. It'll probably be, I would say, probably around maybe 8. I'm going to shut off this big light here. And I'll try and get the cups epoxied so that we can work on those. We've got 10 of them to do. How many? 4, 5, 6. I can fit 12 on the turner, so we can try and get them on there. So, anywho. All right, y'all. I appreciate you jumping on. I'm going to jump off here for now. Thank you guys for all the likes. Thank you guys for friending me, for following me. And I will see you tomorrow night if you jump on. Bye, guys. Thanks.